AC Starlord, or aka Austin, and welcome back to my channel. I know you saw me just during the day or whatnot. Um, but this is another video, and after watching Jake Gyllenhaal and The Ambulance, this one is about a movie called Dog with Channing Tatum, the man who teamed up with Jonah Hill for 21 and 22 Jump Street, and Lost City with Sandra Bullock and with Magic Mike. He was in the Book of Life, and he's in a lot of different movies. I can name them all, but I don't want to. But in this movie, he takes a serious role as a Army veteran that is down on his luck because he has PTSD, and he has to do an assessment on his brain. They don't think he's ready to go back out into war. Missions, and I don't know if this is a true story or not, but I think what I heard from the trailer, it was a true story. So he plays a true character, and then for him to go back on to do missions and go back to do what he needs to do is to take one of his war buddies' dogs to the funeral, and her name is Lulu, and he has to take Lulu from point A to point B, which is the funeral, and I think in California or in the desert somewhere outside of California, and if he takes her to point A to point B, his sergeant will let him go back to do missions, or go back join the army, or go back to doing the missions or whatever. So he was an Army Ranger. So this dog was an Army Ranger. He was also an Army Ranger, and and all the other people that had this dog, well, they couldn't handle her. So he could handle her because he hung around her and the dog's best friend. And throughout this trip, they do different things to get there, but the most important thing that you get out of this is that they create a bond towards the end, and they couldn't live without each other. I'll mention one thing. It might be a spoiler, but I'll mention one thing for this movie. Like, there's one scene where he acts like he's a blind Army veteran to get a free room because they met a psychic in the part of the movie where the psychic says that, oh, she wants a nice bed. She's never been slept on a nice bed. So that's exactly what they did. And then she hunts down a person that looks like someone from Taliban. And then that gets misunderstood because, it seems like he's racist or anything like that, but he's not. It's just what the dog was just doing, what she was trained to do when they had him in the army. And all that stuff. So there's stuff like that in that movie. There's different things that happen that a dog and he learns about. Well, he learns about other people. The dog learns about other people, or the dog learns about him, and he learns about her. And then once they formed that bond, it was hard for him to, take her back from the funeral, take her back to the base to be put down. So he didn't do that option. So he took her in and adopted her, and, learned how to be a better person from all this. And it's a very good, interesting movie. It's not some type of movie that you would think that Channing Tatum would be in. I never thought he would be in this type of movie. I more see him in more of his comedy roles, or him trying to play off like he was Magic Mike, like in Lost City, that he was playing like of course, he was playing like a character that Sandra Bullock's character writes in the book. Like, he's handsome, hot, and all that stuff. And he's, you know, when they do those when she does tours for her books, he's there playing that character. But he also was playing off as a character how sexy he is. He always plays off how sexy he is. He plays off how sexy he is in most of his movies, or they play that as a joke in most of his movies, like 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street. You get my point. So in this movie, he wasn't playing off of that. It was actually playing a real role. He actually, I think he directed this, where it said when I looked it up. And it was a different film. It wasn't him playing a funny, it wasn't him playing being funny or him being playing off his sexiness as a funny attribute to a character. So I highly recommend checking this out if you like Channing Tatum or you like dogs like I do. I like dogs. Channing Tatum was fun, but I like dogs. I highly recommend checking this out too. Also, if you have a chance, I not need to plug this in here, in this movie, but I am. Ambulance, it's really good. So, yeah. That's all I have to say about Dog. And there you go. I'll see you in the, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, and peace out. I'll see you in the next video. Maybe it's a movie with Machine Gun Kelly, I don't know, or maybe some other movie, I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I do the next video. Peace.